COVID, everyone was affected one way or the other. Mine was my health. First, my salary got slashed into three parts, so I was receiving one-third of my salary. It could barely get much done. But I was grateful I was earning a salary because a lot of people weren't, so I had to do more. As a teacher, I had Zoom classes in the morning, private lessons in the afternoon, and online lessons again in the evening for a student who was outside the country when COVID hit. So the family got stuck abroad. My stress levels rose so high I wasn't eating or sleeping well. In fact, after COVID, my daughter confessed she was really scared I was going to fall ill because she saw the number of hours I put in daily. It was crazy. I also had to make sure family was doing okay. Hobby and children helped as much as they could, but my workload took a toll on me. Online classes were a new territory for me then. Most nights I had to prepare my lessons ahead. I also had regular online and on-site meetings. I didn't like how I looked. I grew thinner and then developed ulcer. I had all sorts of symptoms I didn't quite understand. I had headaches, so I kept checking my blood pressure, which was okay. Little did I know that my blood sugar was beginning to play tricks on me. Insulin resistance was building up gradually. One day I decided to check my blood sugar. Thank God for that prompting. Thank God I obeyed. My fasting blood sugar that was between 3.6 to 3.8 max suddenly rose to 5.6, then 5.7, which could be the onset of prediabetes if not handled immediately. I panicked. I cried. I knew what that meant. I was angry about the situation because my mom was diabetic as well as hypertensive. Having to watch her back regularly, and that took a toll on her. Thoughts of what my mom went through flooded my head. The hospital visits, medications, the mood swings, uncertainty, and the list goes on. I hated those thoughts. Then I dusted myself up. Hobby encouraged me. I decided to do something about it. I wasn't just going to sit back and do nothing. I had to if I wanted to stay healthy for my family as well as for myself. I surfed the internet, watched YouTube videos, asked questions, stayed up late to study. It was slow but progressive. I became a fan of Dr. Mendel, Dr. John, Dr. Deiser, Mastering Diabetes, and Glucose Revolution. I made myself a healthy timetable, started intermittent fasting, walk exercise around my living room, and went to bed early. I sequenced my meals, eating my fiber first. I stayed very active. It wasn't easy always, having to cut fresh veggies every day, and it was so expensive too. I read my faith confessions regularly and talked to my Father in heaven to see me through. At first, it wasn't easy. I experienced the dawn phenomenon firsthand. I would wake up at night sweating and very hungry. Hobby was bothered my blood sugar could drop too low because I was almost overdoing it. The numbers slowly went down, but I didn't stop studying about it. I needed to know more. It's been 5 years now, and God has been faithful, helping me to weather the storm, helping me to overcome each obstacle on the way. Recently, I added to my routine a beginner's full body workout and strength training. 5 times a week, weekends excluded. I chose to do it in my mini lounge since I cannot afford to go to a gym for now. I chose my gym equipment, my daughter's blanket as my gym mat, and large bottles filled with water as my dumbbells. I actually wanted to fill them up with sand but couldn't get sand around my vicinity, so I made do with water. Funny, but it's working for me. Each day is like facing a hurdle. I struggle most times to get myself up and do it, but when I'm done, the feeling is ecstatic. What improvised gym equipment do you use at home? Please put down in the comment section. Honestly, I am grateful to God Almighty. Grateful for my family who have helped and encouraged me to begin this awareness journey. Grateful to you watching this video and may just decide to share to others in order to create awareness. Why do I share my story? The answer is someone out there might need this as a motivation to get up and face whatever hurdle that is in front of them. Someone who has zero knowledge about blood sugar issues might just decide after this to monitor their blood sugar level. Sometimes I ask myself, what if I had not obeyed that prompting? What if I ignored those symptoms? What if I did not make a lifestyle change? What if I had zero knowledge about diabetes? So many what ifs. Please, this is me saying, stop. Check your blood sugar and blood pressure today because the prevalence of diabetes is on the increase these days, largely due to economic hardship, poor diet, sedentary lifestyle, obesity, stress, and lots more. Almost everything in food stores have sugar, sodium, and cholesterol. Sugar now has bogus and fancy names like sucrose, maltose, sorbitol, dextrose, xylitol, cornstarch, maple syrup, to mention a few. Most foods are highly processed and stripped of most nutrients, especially fiber. Diabetes, if not managed properly, can lead to high blood pressure, kidney issues, blindness, and more health complications. Every year, the 14th of November is set aside for Global Awareness Campaign for Diabetes. The theme for this year is Diabetes and Well-being. The focus is diabetes in the workplace, and the slogan is Know More and Do More for people living with diabetes. People need to know more and understand more about this medical condition. We need to offer support for colleagues living with diabetes because no one should face diabetes alone. We need to have empathy, be it at home or in a work environment. And you can only help when you understand this medical condition. Policies need to be made that will cater for the needs and well-being of people living with diabetes. Sometimes people living with diabetes face stigma, discrimination, exclusion, and lack of access to care. The workplace can sometimes be sedentary. They should be in a healthy environment and have access to healthy food. If you know anyone with this medical condition, please take note of these points raised and see how you can offer help and support, as no one should face diabetes alone. Please like this video, make comments that can help others, share to create awareness, and please do not forget to subscribe to Jili Cases. See you soon next.